Welcome back to Prescott Valley Talks. My name is Steve Bracety, President and CEO of the Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce. And with me today is the Northern Arizona Wranglers ownership group of Fred and Robin DePalma. Welcome, folks.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Happy to be here.
Yes.
Excited. And I guess our season kicks off this coming Saturday, huh? No, the 29th.
Right. Next Saturday.
Right.
The 29th is our first game. And that's going to be a home game. And we're playing Fisher's Freight out of Indianapolis.
And how's the team look this year, folks?
Oh, man. I'm so excited. We have a whole new coaching staff. I don't even know how to put in words how amazing they are. Just they all have been in the league and coaching for many, many years. Their resumes are incredible. And what's exciting is right now the IFL has us ranked as number 14 in coaching. What is it? In everything.
Category.
Like we're last in everything. But
yeah.
It's because they have no stats. They have no stats on our coaches. The players that they've recruited, they're pulling them from a different pool. So it's going to be a nice surprise to everybody when we win all these games.
I see that.
They are incredible.
It's going to be a great opportunity. Nowhere to go but up, right?
Exactly. The coaches are loving it. They're laughing at it, going like, well, that's all right.
Let that be your motivation.
Right? They don't know who we are is what it is. They don't know who we are and who we have on the team yet.
So share with us the offense. What kind of offense you're running this year, and how does the quarterback look, the key position?
The hard thing with sharing all that right now is this is training camp, and I really don't have those answers, and that's why everyone doesn't understand. So we have 40 guys in town, and they've been here training camp since last Saturday. Today, the coaches are making the cuts, and out of those 40, we're going to have 25 moving into their housing.
Wow.
So when you say how's the quarterbacks look, we have 3 of them, and they all look pretty good, but there's only 2 staying. I don't know which 2. That's going to be up to the coaches. So it's hard to answer those questions. I've been watching them during practice. I'm saying, to me, they look fine, but the coaches know what they're looking for to fit in the offense. And I was talking to a couple of coaches about the quarterbacks. I like to ask the questions, and they seem to be pleased with all 3 of them. So I really don't want to be in their shoes to be the one that has to send
tough decisions,
home. Yes.
huh?
Oh, it's been tense. It's been tense the past couple of days.
Well, the thing is, all 3 of them are so
positions.
good. Whoever goes home is going to get picked up by another team.
Oh, really?
So yeah,
that's good.
Teams are waiting to see who we're letting go.
Now you can't put people on waivers or injury reserve or practice squads. They just get cut flat out.
Right.
Yeah.
We're only allowed to have so many people on the roster. So it's 25 and a couple people that can be on IR. We had a couple key players that we brought out who got injured during training camp, but we feel they can turn it around in a couple of weeks. So they're on our IR list, but they're not on our roster yet. So right.
Anyone locally from the Prescott Valley area that we can cheer for?
Yes, we have Brandon Fisher, one of our kickers. So he's locally, runs a local landscape company here. He kicked for us in 21 and part of 22. And now he's back, tried back out for the team. Coaches liked him, and he's back kicking again.
Great. Is he going to make the cut, you think? Is he safe?
You know what? I think he is, because we had other kickers at training camp, tryouts, when we had open tryouts, and Brandon was there as well. And they're not in training camp.
Oh,
and neither is Brandon, to be
sign.
honest with you. He's there at training camp, but they're only allowed to have so many in training camp, and they don't start practicing kicking until next week. So instead of taking up a spot, that's just the way it is with teams. Instead of the kicker taking up a spot, they know who they're going to have. They're just going to say, we're going to wait till we make our cuts, and then you can put on a uniform and start kicking with us. But they're not even practicing that right now. They're just trying to see who they're going to pick for their running back, who they're going to pick for their quarterbacks, who's going to be the receivers, their line, their defense, everything. So I think Brandon's so far so good. But, don't hold me to it. I'm not the coach. They could just have them showing up and teasing a bit, but I don't think they do that. So,
and the Wranglers, it's business, correct? It's more than just a football team.
Yeah, Robin does most of that. I mean, it is. There is a business behind it. I mean, teams just don't suddenly show up for free. I mean, the arena isn't for free. We don't own the. It's funny. Sometimes fans will write us and tell us what we need to do to change the arena. It's like we're just a tenant. The arena is our landlord, so we can't tear down walls in the arena and change things.
Yeah, these are professional players, so they get a paycheck.
Right.
If the players will play for free, we'd be happy to give out free tickets.
One can only wish, right?
Yeah. So, that'd be nice.
And they're pro, and it costs a little bit to have them out here, and so we need our slogan is no empty seats.
Right.
So no empty seats in that arena. Let's keep them here. Let's keep them in town. It's a great thing to have a professional sports team in town.
Absolutely.
So.
And your background, I'm not mistaken, this is the 5th year of the team.
We're going into our 5th season.
And this is your 4th year of ownership of the team.
Yes. So in 21, the team started, and we were just a local business sponsor of it. We've been a football fan forever with other teams that we won't mention. They're rivals. So
I thought you were going to say the New York Giants.
Yeah. So in 22, I wanted to get involved in this business, so to speak. And so I bought 40% of the team, and I was going to go open another state in another arena. But the person who opened the team didn't want to return after 22. We live here, and we decided instead of going to another state, let's just go ahead and take over this one. So after 22, the 23 season, we kind of grabbed all the hats to wear to go ahead and work in the arena and run the organization.
I love it. Locally owned, local players. I mean, this is truly a community team.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Absolutely.
It is.
And you've had a lot of success. I mean, you got some awards recently, didn't you, last year?
Yeah, the team received lots of awards, which was really neat. Those were at the annual meeting, and they were presented. We had a lot of players get awards. I couldn't even list them. It was great. We had a couple of rookies of the year, and our assistant coach, Coach Moran, who was local, who had passed away last year, he received assistant coach of the year. That was a great honor. Our broadcast crew, which puts on our TV show, they received broadcast of the year with our announcers and Doug and his whole crew upstairs making all that film work to go online. And then we received from our peers in the league, executives of the year from the other ownerships.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's pretty incredible.
It was a shock, but we believe in sharing with what we do. So I sent out a monthly email to all the other team owners of what we're doing here. Not coaching wise, not plays, because
no strategy involved, correct?
We're against each other on the field, but we're trying to grow our league. So right. I believe a rising tide lifts all ships.
Agree.
So if we're doing anything that seems to be working, I want to share it. And hopefully I get some feedback on what other teams are doing. And that has now started through the league. And we do that in our other business as well.
So. And the big things that they're impressed with is the community involvement that we bring in.
Yes.
For our pregame, our halftime, our national anthem. I mean, we had elementary school choir, Abaya Judd Elementary sing national anthem. We have Liberty Traditional coming in doing a pregame chess game with their chess club. We do a lot of charity work, a lot of support of the local charities, and those are the things that are important to do and that they notice.
You definitely serve as a benchmark and role model as to how to run a football team, for sure.
Thank you. Yeah.
What are the biggest highlights so far you experienced?
For me, I spend a little bit more time with some of the players and the coaches than Robin does, is just watching these young men, develop into moving up to a bigger league like the NFL, the CFL, and seeing their excitement, or also watching them. What are they going to do with their lives after football?
Yes.
And being able to assist them with that. So we have two things we want for the boys, either move up or help them move on to a career.
That transformation.
Yes. And so that's what I want. So I'll sit down and chat with them about where they're going to go and what they want to do for the ones that want to listen. And most of these guys, they do. They've been through college. They have their degrees. Now they have to decide which way is it going to be. The football, no matter what, if you're in the NFL now, it only lasts so long.
Was it what not for long league?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not for long NFL, right.
Well, you serve as a role model, as a mentor to these players. How can the Prescott Valley help you out?
No empty seats. Let's go.
For a football game, I think we have about 4,500 seats and we're sold out. If we could sell out, the team, will do okay to cover itself. But like you said earlier, is it a business? It is a business. And, nothing's free. So we have to pay for there's no such thing as a free ticket. We get that. Everybody calls us, give me a free ticket. It's really no such thing. We get charged for every ticket that we hand out. There's a fee behind it. But it's the team is owned by the community, and we try to spread that word all the time. We just write out all the checks. But if the community support, the restaurants that help feed the players a couple times a month, the apartment complexes that they're living in that are giving us a decent deal, without a doubt. I mean, they're obviously a business as well, but they see we're grabbing so many rooms, or they give us a little break. That's wonderful. The fans buying tickets and bringing their friends in and having their friends get tickets, that helps out. When I was talking to some of our managers in other business the other day, and I was like, you ever drive by a restaurant and closed and you're like, oh man, that restaurant closed, or maybe a store, and you get a little bummed out. And my question is, when was the last time you ate there?
Exactly.
Or when's the last time you shopped there? You can't get bummed out if they're gone if you haven't been there. So, well, I'm not saying that we're leaving, but I'm saying we want to be supported and be here.
And we promise it'll be the best thing you do on a Saturday night.
Yes.
We provide
it's a
you
lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun. And, it's interesting. There's only 8 games.
Right.
That's it.
8 home games and 8 on the road.
Goes pretty quick.
It does. It does.
And some exciting new things this year. One thing we put together, family 4-pack. So family 4-pack of tickets includes hot dog and a drink and a ticket, $32 a person.
Wow.
It's like, so bring your family.
That's actually ticket, hot dog, and a drink. That's a smoking deal.
Yeah, it is because it lowers the price of getting the hot dog and drink inside. Mm-hmm. So it's we just made that
Makes
as
sense.
a deal with the arena for that package.
And how do we get tickets? So we go on? Is it go on a website, or do we at the ticket office?
If you're doing single game tickets, just go to the ticket office and you can get them right at the box office at Finley Toyota Center. Right. However, if you want to save 20% on your tickets, if you know for sure you're going to go to those 8 games, which I promise after you go to one, you're going to want to go to those 8 games.
Yes.
You save 20% through season tickets. And we do still have seats available for season tickets. And that you call us.
Okay.
928-379-5581 or nazwranglers.com.
Good job.
Good memory. Yeah, there you go.
It's hard to remember. We don't call that number often. So.
I don't even know my cell number, so I can appreciate that.
Right.
So what else can we talk about as far with the Wranglers? I mean, this is your 4th year as ownership. Mm-hmm. It's got a good base, good fan base, solid. Its momentum is building. I mean, what are you specifically looking for this year as far as growth opportunities or, even challenges you want to overcome? Yeah,
well, one thing, we go back to growth and working with like local businesses. Robin's put together a lot of things to help the local businesses out to make it affordable. We've taken like our dasher pads that everybody sees those in there. The banners on the walls.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we've broken it down to, we have a few of those available where a small business can just get one for one game. And that way they can see, hey, I've had, 3,000 people eyes on my marketing for one game. And that helps us out.
Great
they can't
advertisement.
Do the whole year. It's like fantastic. Let's break things down to make it affordable for everybody, all the way down to our concourse tables. But she comes up with all that to help everybody out.
You get a vendor table on the concourse, $300. So you sit out there and interact with the fans pregame and halftime, and
got a captive audience. They're right there for you.
3,500 people. Yeah. So, I just thought of something else and now it left my mind.
Well, we have some rule changes this year, the IFL. I know some of our rules, it's almost the same as the outdoor game, that was what we call it, the outdoor game, even though most like NFL teams are indoors. But the rules are a little bit different. Sometimes people get confused. So if you go to our website, there is a rules page and it'll explain it all. Or if you go to the league's website, goifl.com, they'll also have a rules page. And there are some rules that have changed this year. So if you went for the deuce, which means at kickoff, if you kick it through the uprights, you get 2 points. Mm-hmm. So that was added last year or the year before. That. Right. And so it makes it exciting. But if you missed and it went off through the end zone on either side, the first time the ball came to the 20, every time after that, you're penalized. The other team got on the 25.
Okay.
I like that. I like the 25. So everyone's not trying it all the time. And I was the only one, I think, in the room that voted that. So what it's going to be now is every time it goes out, it just goes to the 20. So it's not 20, then the 25. They just want to make it consistent and have it the whole time because it was confusing people. I said it should come to the 25. So everybody's not trying it every time. But nobody agreed with me. It's going to be on the 20.
You were the minority, it looks like, on that one.
There's a thing that's called defensive twist, and a lot of people here see the flag for that one, and nobody knows what it is. I still really can't explain it. I've had the defense explain it to me, and I kind of get it, but not good enough to tell everybody. Well, that's gone. So there's not going to be any more defensive twist. In the last minute of the game, this is an old rule that we've now brought back. If the team with the ball, the offense, doesn't move the ball forward, in other words, they can't take a knee. If they don't move forward, it's a penalty and the clock stops.
Okay.
So they have to gain at least an inch or the clock stops, unless they're winning by, I think it's 16 points. Then they're like, then you can take a knee because the other team's not going to bring it back in that minute.
They don't do the tush push, do they?
They can.
They can?
Yeah, right. But with only 3 guys up front.
You can't really maximize
it's a little bit harder. Yeah, it's a little bit harder to do.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the same league that produced or where Kurt Warner came from.
Yes, yeah.
Do we have any Kurt Warners on the horizon or someone that you see out there that's like, wow, this person can go be in the NFL someday?
Yeah, every year. I mean, every year we've had guys that get called up to camp, and CFL and NFL. Robin just was looking up on the IFL page. They put out their top quarterbacks in the league. that they think so far, looking at their stats. Obviously, we're in 14. Again, there's 14 teams this year. Last year, there's 16. 2 teams went dormant. Like we're not playing New Mexico this year, but they're coming back next year. They're in the process of new ownership.
Good.
And so they had to take a season off. But what was it? Out of the top 5, 3 were ours?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's what it is. So out of the top 5 of right now, 3 of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league that they're saying are the top 5 all play for us.
And you can only keep 2, right?
Right now, they don't play for us now. I mean, they played for us in the past.
Oh, okay.
Our past quarterbacks are now on other teams. So we've always done great with getting great coaches that bring in talent that nobody else is
that you
noticing.
can develop.
And then they develop them, then everybody
else wants
someplace
else.
Right? Yeah, then everybody else wants
That can make it a little bit frustrating.
it can, but it's just wonderful because look, they don't know how to rate our quarterbacks. They don't know how to play against them. They don't know what they're doing. Josh Jones was Rookie of the Year last year. He did wonderful things. He's in San Jose. We know how he plays. We have tape on him. The coaches can see it. They know what they're playing against now.
You know his tricks.
Right. But our guys, nobody knows until we have our first game. So that's good.
Good. Well, this is really exciting. I mean, football is football season.
Exactly. For us, football season. Go Wranglers.
Yeah.
Go Wranglers.
And I see you got a jersey there.
Yeah, we got new jerseys this year.
Ooh.
So here's a sneak peek.
Yeah, the whole
This is
team
the
has new
replica
jerseys, and this is the replica of the new team's jerseys.
And we brought
2025.
this.
Let's go.
We brought this for Steve. So this is his jersey. So on Wrangler Wednesday in the Prescott Valley Chamber office, when it's Wrangler Wednesday, he now can represent.
Absolutely. Can I
Be part
suit
of
up?
the team.
Yeah, you can suit up. Yeah.
And then also,
I promise I won't go on the field.
I tell the coach all the time, I'm good for one play. Just put me in for one, and then
One
give
play?
me some water,
and then there's a
water, ice, and
keychain for
everything
you to
else.
Awesome.
Yeah.
carry around.
But
Here we are. Boom.
Those will be in our
Number
team
25.
shop. Yep, that's the new design, and it kind of matches what the players are wearing.
So number 25 in your program, but number 1 in our hearts. Right?
Exactly. There you go.
Well, we're here live today with the ownership group of your Northern Arizona Wranglers, Fred and Robin DePalma. Any parting words you can share?
You know what? I remembered what I was going to say. This is important.
Oh,
We're going to have a lot of giveaways for our fans this year. So a lot of giveaways during the game. So not only are you going to have a lot of fun, you're going to get a lot of free stuff. So I've been really pushing our sponsors and our local businesses to donate, free food, free car washes, coupons to you name it.
T-shirts,
we'll have it.
yeah, all sorts
There's
of
going to be
stuff
T-shirt tosses,
It's
all
great.
kinds of fun.
it's the community now.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
the Prescott Valley community, and you both play a big part in it. So thank you.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, with Robin doing all those giveaways, it's getting to, again, our local businesses say, hey, don't just come down and throw your ad up. We want you to go ahead and give things out to people to help them come to your place.
And participate. Get
Yes.
that engagement.
Exactly.
you know?
Exactly.
And we have we'll be announcing later today something fun with the Mustangs happening this year.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So we'll be
there's-
making that announcement.
Watch our pages.
Yeah.
First game, March 29th.
March 29th, Finley Toyota Center is your Northern Arizona Wranglers.
Well, Fred and Robin, thank you so much for coming on today. Truly appreciate it. You're with Steve Bracety, talking in Prescott Valley.